I'm Emma.
And I'm Avery, and we are so glad that you're joining us today.
All right, if you are ready, I want you to do 10 jumping jacks as fast as you can with us, okay? Ready? Oh, Avery got a head start. 1, 2, 3, go! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did you do it faster than us?
Probably.
We were kind of slow.
Yes.
Okay, so why don't we play a game?
Sounds good. Let's do it.
Quick! There's no time to lose! We seem to all be trapped inside King Cuckoo's crazy castle. He's really quite harmless, other than this bad habit of locking people in his castle. Anyway, we must quickly unlock 5 doors that stand between us and freedom. If we can't do it quickly enough, we'll be trapped inside this castle forever! No pressure, though. So, if everyone can please stand up, we'll get started. At each door you come to, you'll be given 2 actions to choose from. If you choose the correct action, the door will unlock and you can stay standing. If you choose the wrong action, then please take a seat and cheer your fellow knights on. If just one of us makes it out in time, then we'll all escape. Quickly now! Let's head to the first door. All right, looks like this door will be unlocked by doing jumping jacks or hopping on 1 foot. Hard to tell which it is, though. What do you think? If you think it's jumping jacks, do jumping jacks now. If you think it's hopping on 1 foot, then start hopping. Looks like this was a jumping jacks lock. If you are doing jumping jacks, come with me to the next door. If you are hopping on 1 foot, please have a seat. This next door will be unlocked by either clapping your hands or spinning in circles. What do you think it is? If you think it's clapping, then start clapping right now. If you think it's spinning, then start spinning now. Time's up! Ooh, looks like this door opened with clapping. If you were spinning in circles, please take a seat. I'm sure you need to. Don't worry though, we will come back for you. This third door might be a little trickier. I think it will take push-ups or jogging in place to unlock it. What do you think? Make your choice now. Time's up! Looks like it was jogging in place. If you are jogging in place, please jog to the next door with me. We're almost out of here. I think to unlock this door, you either need to stretch your hands above your head as high as you can, or touch your toes. It's hard to tell. Which do you think it is? Do the one you think will unlock the door now! Time's up! Looks like the correct action was touching your toes. If you had your hands above your head, please sit down. Don't worry, the rest of us are gonna get everybody out of here. This last door will be unlocked by either dancing as fast as you can or standing on your tiptoes. What do you think it could be? Do the one you think will help us escape now! Time's up! Good news! It looks like both of these actions opened the last door. Great job, everybody! We escaped from King Cuckoo's crazy castle!
Emma, that was so much fun. I'm
I
so
know.
glad we did that. You know what? I think I'm ready to Yada. How about you?
Oh, for sure. Yada means to know God and to be known by him.
And when we know God, we can't help but Yada. Yada means to praise God.
Yada yada, my friends!
All right. Maybe we should check out what's happening in the club?
Yeah! See
All
you!
right. Bye!
Looks like I beat my old pal Luke here again. Which is kind of funny because he was really excited about some new big adventure we're starting. Boy. Okay, Mac. You will be patient and wait for Luke. Dear God, help me be patient and wait for Luke. Oh! Let's just see what we got on the tube. Oh! Chef Legume! All right. Ah, bonjour mes amis, je m'appelle Chef Legume. Welcome to the cooking show, Chef Legume. The famous French chef here for all of your cooking and baking needs. I do the cooking, I do the baking. You sit back, relax, and follow along. Okay, mon ami, today we will be baking up something très spécial. Le pain. Bread, my friends. We are cooking, we are baking bread. Okay, so here is our total list of ingredients. We will add them up one at a time. Start with 1 1/2 cup of warm milk. Just like Mama give you before the bedtime. Mais oui. Okay, my friends, 2 1/2 teaspoon of instant yeast. Alright, moving on, we've got 1 cup of sourdough. En français, sourdough. Pardon. Okay, so 1 cup sourdough. Next up, 1/4 cup of oil. You can use olive, you can use canola, do not use motor oil. Next up, we have 1 teaspoon salt. Once you've been cooking for long enough, you just use the eyeballs. 1 teaspoon. Ah, c'est magnifique. Okay, 1 tablespoon sugar. Maybe a little more. Next up, we have 1/2 teaspoon baking powder. Baking soda. And of course, my friends, the finale, 4 1/2 cup of flour. Not the ones from Grandma's garden though. No. Okay, and we stir. And we stir, and we stir, and we wait. Okay. Ooh. Oh, my friends, it's looking good. Okay, bon appetit! I kid. Okay, my friends, we're not done yet. Little more work to do. Starting with the mixer. Okay, so now we've got our dough. Little flour on the hand. We need to beat the dough. If you don't know how, you go and talk to your mama or your grandmama. They will show you. You must squeeze the dough. And of course, we roll the dough. Un plus grand ballon. Alright, my friends. Once your dough is ready to go, all you must do is place it in the oven. Okay, mon ami, and now you know what to do. We wait. We put the dough in the oven at 400 degrees. That's 400 degrees. We wait 20 minutes, 20 minutes or so. You can maybe clean up while you're waiting, but I will just wait. Aha. Ah, mon ami. Have a look at this delicious bread. Magnifique. It's très délicieux. Okay, my friends, well, thank you for joining me today, this wonderful bread-filled adventure. Petit pain. See, I joke. Okay, my friends, have a wonderful day. Enjoy your bread.
Hey, what you up to, Mackie Poo?
Hey, Luke. Oh, just watching The Best Chef Ever.
Ooh, Boyardee?
Yeah. No, Chef Legume. Suddenly, I'm feeling a little hungry.
Oh, a little hunger pain, eh?
Pain. I could go for some bread.
Oh, there's no time for bread. I told you we got a new adventure to start today.
Oh, yeah. Right.
What are these? These are musical instruments.
Oh, sweet. But I don't know how to play musical instruments.
It doesn't matter. Let's give them a shot.
Okay.
This is for you.
Okay.
I think they call it a guitar or something like that.
And
this
one's a square.
is my... Oh, right, the square. This is my saxophone.
All right.
All right, you ready to give it a try?
I don't really know how.
Yeah, I don't think either of us know how, but let's try.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds like lunch.
Sounds like we should switch.
Okay. I don't think we're very good, but we can give this a shot too.
Yet. We're not very good yet. All right. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well,
Maybe we need some lessons.
lessons, practice, time, probably a few things.
Maybe.
But you know what? Let's just keep them around the clubhouse.
I think we should keep them around anyways. They might find, we might find some use for it.
Might be a little value in our life somewhere.
Possibly.
But hey, how about in the meantime we check out some GW?
I think that sounds like a great idea.
Whoa! Progress.
Hi friends, it's Miss Leah. I hope you're having an awesome day. We are going to get started, so make sure you have your Bibles with you.
Bibles! Oh, yeah!
Ooh. Did you hit your triangle?
Oh, man, I think I hit my oval. Oh, man.
Well, friends, last week we learned about one of the judges of Israel. Her name was Deborah, and it was an awesome story. You should go back and check it out if you haven't watched last week's. But today we're going to learn about another judge of Israel. His name was Gideon. The story of Gideon can be found in the book of Judges. The angel of the Lord appeared to Gideon one day because God had a great plan for Gideon and wanted Gideon to free the Israelite people from their enemies. Gideon was afraid, but he realized that the angel of the Lord deserved to be honored. So Gideon asked the angel of the Lord to wait where he was, and Gideon went and prepared a beautiful meal for him to eat. He made fresh bread and brought some great meat and some soup and offered this fantastic meal to the angel of the Lord as an offering. The angel of the Lord told Gideon that he would be with him and to not be afraid. One of the great things God asked Gideon to do was to take down all the idol worship that was amongst the Israelite people. So Gideon knew that all of Israel was to worship the one and only true God. So even though he was afraid to do this very important thing, he listened to God's instructions. Now, during this time, there was a people group called the Midianites who were mean to the Israelites, and they were taking all of the Israelites' food from them. Every time the Israelites planted crops, the Midianites would come and take all the harvest. So God asked Gideon to gather an army together. Now, Gideon wanted to make sure that he heard from God clearly, so he said to God, I'm going to place a wool fleece on the floor tonight, and if there's dew only on the fleece and all the ground around the fleece is dry, then I will know that you will save Israel by my hand. And guess what? God did just what Gideon asked. When Gideon rose up the next morning, he squeezed the fleece and he wrung out the dew, and there was like a whole bowl full of water that came from the fleece. Then Gideon said to God, don't be angry with me, but I want to test you one more time. I want to ask one more request from you. Allow me one more test with this fleece, but this time make the fleece dry and let all the ground around the area of the fleece be covered with dew. And so that night, God allowed Gideon's request to be. Only the fleece was dry and all around the ground was covered with dew. Gideon knew for sure that beyond a shadow of a doubt, God would deliver all the Israelite people from the mean Midianites. So Gideon did what God asked him to do. He gathered 32,000 men. 32,000, that's a lot of men. Let's take a look now and see what happens next.
Slapstick Theater, Gideon's 300 men. This is Gideon, who was a judge of Israel. In the time when Gideon lived, a group of people called the Midianites were taking over the Israelites' land.
Get out of here!
And the Israelites were starving. So the Israelites asked God for help. God chose Gideon to rescue the Israelites.
Hey, everybody!
And gave him the power to lead an army of Israelites.
Yeah!
One day, Gideon and his army got up early and came close to the Midianite camp. God told Gideon that he had too many warriors with him.
Really?
So God told Gideon to let all the men who were scared go home.
All right, you can go home. Phew.
So 22,000 men went home, and Gideon was left with only 10,000. But God told Gideon that he still had too many men with him.
What, really?
He told Gideon to bring the men down to the water, and that God would give them a test.
Okay.
Gideon did as God asked, and then God said, divide the men in two groups. In one group, put all those who cup water in their hands and lap it up with their tongues like dogs. In the other group, put those who kneel down and drink with their mouths in the stream. Only 300 men drank from their hands. God told Gideon, with these 300 men, I will rescue you and give you victory over the Midianites. Send all the others home. So Gideon did as God said.
You can go home.
That night, God told Gideon to get up and go down to the camp to listen to what the Midianites were saying.
Hey, Pura, let's go.
Gideon and his servant Purah went down to the camp and saw the huge army. There were too many men and camels for Gideon to even count.
Whoa, that's a lot of camels.
But Gideon heard a soldier telling another man about a dream he had that showed them that God would give Gideon victory over the Midianites. When Gideon heard this, he worshipped God.
Come on!
Then Gideon and his army of 300 men went down to the Midianite camp. They blew their horns and held torches in their hands. They yelled out, and the Midianite soldiers rushed around in a panic and tried to escape. Then God caused the Midianites to start fighting against each other. Because of God's power, Gideon and his army had victory over the Midianites that day.
Well, friends, can you believe it? Gideon started with 32,000 men. And then when God said, "That's too many men," he said to the men, "Whoever's scared, you can go home." So 22,000 went home. That left 10,000. And still God said, "That's too many men." So Gideon and 300 ended up being left in the way that God instructed Gideon to find out who would be the best soldiers, the best men to go into battle. Those that believed God and obeyed God. And God allowed Gideon and the 300 men to use horns or trumpets and fire torches. They blew those trumpets and held those torches, and they shouted, "A sword for the Lord and for Gideon." Gideon and the 300 men won the battle over the Midianites because Gideon followed God's instructions. God brought the Israelite people to freedom once again. That is so awesome, my friends. I hope to see you next time. Have an awesome week.
Hi everybody, I'm Heather, and here's your weather update for today. Look, there's some truth flying our way. Let's see what it says. Romans chapter 8, verse 31. If God is for us, who can be against us? When God is on our side, we will always be on the winning team, because God's team always wins. Let's read that one more time. Romans chapter 8, verse 31. If God is for us, who can be against us? Well, everyone, I'm Heather, and that's the weather, whether we like it or not.
Very cool Bible story.
Yes, it was. And it sounds like Gideon and his army knew how to play their trumpets. Well, better than that, anyways.
At least someone does. Oh, but hey, I think I know how to make some bread.
Yeah, how cool was it that Gideon did too?
That was super cool.
I think he was watching Chef Lejeune.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But hey, you know what, Luke? Even if we're not very good at playing these instruments, it might be a good idea to keep them around. Even if it's just to remind us about Gideon and the army that obeyed God.
I can't think of a better idea, sir.
Yada-Yadah, my friend.
Yada-Yadah, Mac.
Alright,
so
that was more practice.
I think so. I mean,
you look more like a trumpeter to me.
alright, I feel more like a trumpeter too. But that triangle is cool, man.
Right? Hey, do you know any Pharaoh and See Red?
Oh no, but I seen a sweet video of them on YouTube.
Really? Did they play the triangle?
No. But it's so funny. C-Red's always trying to take Pharaoh's, what do you call that thing?
His axe?
His axe, I know. Pharaoh never lets him have it.
Maybe we should learn how to play the guitar. Nah.
No, this is way better. told you we're starting a new adventure today.
Oh, a new adventure today.
Yeah.
What are those?
What are those? These are musical instruments.
Did I get you with the what are those?
What are those?
We were doing good.
Yeah, we were.
I thought you were doing good too.
Whoa!
Progress. Maybe we should learn how to play the guitar. Nah.
No. This is way better.
I should have said guitar and shofar.
Oh.